So taking images of children and distributing them or posting them, it's illegal. That's just the first one that I wanted to, sort of the message that I wanted. And this is what happens within the school ground. Children among themselves, they're taking their pictures, they're taking their videos. What do? They go to share it. There's this app called Share It. Every learner has it. They're sharing it among themselves. They're sharing innocently their own images, their own videos where they're naked. God knows where those images will end up. Will end up on porn sites. So we're really asking parents, teachers, and children themselves to say, let's please be responsible what we're doing on the online space. You could be innocently taking images of yourselves, but you never know where that image is going to end on. Second prohibition is on the sexual violence and violence against children, which now talks more specifically on the bullying. There's violence that's taking place in a school ground or anywhere else. Someone is taking a video of that, or someone is taking pictures of that. Distributing of such content is illegal. It's in contravention of the Film and Publications Act. Where there are children involved, because those children did not give consent for them to be taken videos of, for them to be taken photos of. So distributing and sharing such images, I mean, we have seen a lot of videos of school bullying that are being circulated within, and what do we do? And this is what normal people are doing, because we are not sort of necessarily informed. What do? We're sharing it. When there's a video, look at this, you're sharing it with your WhatsApp mates and all of those. It's illegal for you to be sharing that. The first thing you need to do, inform us about it, or at least report it to the police, because distributing of violence, any violence, physical violence, sexual violence, any violence against children, especially as the topic we're talking about on cyberbullying, or at least the bullying, we should not be distributing such. The other one is on the non-consensual sharing of private sexual images, colloquially referred to as revenge porn. What then do we do? Our 16-year-olds, our 17-year-olds, they now have girlfriends, and I'm surprised now there's a 7-year-old that has a girlfriend. What do? They take pictures of themselves, they take videos of themselves, then they share among themselves. Sexual images, any picture or image that could be, sort of in a compromised position. Those images should not be shared without the consent of the person that is depicted in that video or in that image. Sharing it, again, it's in contravention with the Film and Publications Board. We know our children, what do they do in the school grounds when they have boyfriends and girlfriends, and the most perpetrators will be the boy child. Because who then becomes a victim, who then becomes sort of, we are all laughing at them, is the girl child who's being abused, or at least, their videos were, there was a good relationship, they were all in a nice relationship, now the relationship has gone sour. Who's now going to share the pictures? In most cases, majority of cases, is the boyfriend that's going to share those. So non-consensual sharing of those images, irrespective of whether it's a child or it's an adult, it is a violation of the Film and Publications Act. And then, processes in terms of how then can we lodge complaints with the Film and Publication Board, because rather than us being proactive, when you are seeing something there, you can then report it with us, and then lodge a complaint with the Film and Publication Board. We'll then investigate. Obviously, we can then issue a takedown notice to the social media platforms, or we can then investigate that. There's an enforcement committee chaired by a retired judge, Judge Masipa, from the famous Oscar Pistorius trial, who then adjudicates on the cases and the complaints that are being sent to the Film and Publication Board. The last couple of slides, it's just in terms of the cases that we have dealt with. In this current financial year, which started in April, we've had about 10 child sexual abuse or child pornography cases. Majority of them, and these are just a snapshot, you'll see that there's a case from Tsakane that we're working with. These are cases that are referred to us by the SAPS. There were over 1 million images and videos of child pornography. So what we're saying is that the syndicates that are working is you wouldn't just find one device that has 1 or 2 pictures. It will be images, millions of images of children, very young children who are being abused, and those pictures are now circulating because there's a whole market. There are those who are willing to buy this, and there are those who are willing to sell this kind of images. So this is just a case, one case, which SAPS has referred to us for us to confirm that indeed this is child pornography and is in contravention with the Act. Over 1 million images and videos of children being abused. Just think of it. It's a human being, it's a child. It's not just content. it's a child that is being abused, that is being, how then are this child going to become a better person going forward? Hence, the cycle of abuse continuing. And then these are just the numbers in terms of the public complaints, which are much more broadly in terms of complaints that we're dealing with. And I think that's the last slide. The core of it is that we're working very closely with all the stakeholders because child protection matters to us, online child protection specifically from the Film and Publication Board, and we continue to work very closely with DBE, our platforms. Google is one of our great partners that we're working with, all the social media platforms, to ensuring that together we can work on this, because it cannot just be one entity that is going to fight this. Thank you.